What's up, guys? You're watching JoeBox TV. Doing this review a couple days later than I wanted to. But wow, what did I tell you? Andre SOG Ward can adapt to any style. He can take away his opponent's best asset no matter what it is. And that's what I did on Saturday night. You can talk about an early stoppage. You can talk about low blows. Sure, the last shot was clearly low. But the bottom line is, Ward broke down the giant who seemingly couldn't be broken. I picked Andre Ward to win. I did not think he could stop Kovalev. I did not. I didn't think he'd be able to pull that off. After the first 3 rounds, I actually had Kovalev up 2-1. From round 4 on, Ward was in control. What took me by surprise was the right hands. Usually, most of Ward's attacks are with the left hand. He had surgery on that right hand 3 or 4 years ago. On his right shoulder, rather. It's never been a huge punch for him, but he used that right hand beautifully. As I said in my prediction, Kovalev would get discouraged, and that's what happened. And I told you guys that if Ward can get inside, he can take away a lot of Kovalev's game. And that's what happened. By round 7, Ward had him right where he wanted and landed the biggest right hand I've ever seen him throw. All the Ward fights I've seen, he landed the biggest, probably the biggest shot I've ever seen him throw. Boom! Right hand, right on the chin, rocked Kovalev to his shoes. He had Kovalev beat. So Ward did one of the smartest things, one of the best veteran moves that you can do. Go to the body. Kill the body and the head will die. He attacked that body brilliantly. He punished the body. He chopped down the tree. And right before Tony Weeks stepped in, Kovalev literally slumped up against the ropes. He was done. He had absolutely nothing left. Kovalev was on the verge of collapse. Ward followed it up with a few left hooks. One of them was right above the belt. Second was borderline. Third was definitely low. And that's when Weeks stepped in, as Kovalev bent over in agony. And I'm gonna be honest here, I first saw it, and I thought that's an early stoppage, and I probably wouldn't have stopped it there. Shout out to Damian Lillard, the point guard for the Portland Trailblazers. He retweeted one of my tweets on Twitter, and he brought up a great point, saying Kovalev was bent over, and if Weeks didn't step in, Ward could have brutally KO'd him. So it's not like Kovalev went on one knee. You can't call it a knockdown, and there's no 8 count. So Weeks had to make a judgment call based on what he saw. And from what he saw, it was a clean shot. Now it was low, but he made a judgment call from what he saw. Let's not forget Ward. He hit Kovalev a couple times before the end, before the stoppage. He hit him a couple times, a few times cleanly, right on the belt line, which was up pretty high, by the way. And once or twice, Kovalev turned his back, started complaining about low blows, which were clean shots. and it was clear that Kovalev needed a breather. So Ward went right back to the body, punished the body some more, hit Kovalev plenty of times cleanly, mind you, and then a couple shots were below the belt. What happened, Sergey? You talked so much smack on Twitter for 7 months. 7 months. And you didn't have an answer on Saturday night. You couldn't back it up. You gotta, even if you talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. Simple as that. In terms of who's pound for pound number one, the debate's over. The debate is over. Ward's resume is second to none. He beat Mikhail Kessler when Kessler was a man at super middleweight. He beat Sakio Bika. He beat Arthur Abraham. He beat Carl Froch, a Hall of Fame caliber fighter. Just look at his record. Look at who Froch beat. And let's not forget, Ward beat Chad Dawson, who was the man at light heavyweight at the time. Came down to super middleweight. Ward got him out of there. Ward beat Edwin Rodriguez. He took some time off, had that long layoff. Then he beat Paul Smith, Sullivan Barrera, and Alexander Brand. And then he beat the Crusher, Sergey Kovalev, twice. Got him out of there the second time. The Crusher, who no one thought could be taken down, got stopped. The debate's over. And early stoppage or not, low blows or not, Ward deserves his respect. And if I'm Ward, I'm taking a little bit of time off. And maybe later this year, I think a unification showdown with him and Adonis Stevenson would be perfect. I think Ward's a far superior fighter overall. He just needs to avoid that one thing, that Stevenson's the left hand. One of the single best punches in the sport, Stevenson's left hand. If he can take that away, if he can stay away from that, it should be easy work. On the undercard of Ward Kovalev, you had Guillermo Rigondeaux against Moises Flores. A bit of an unfortunate situation in the co-feature, you know. Rigondeaux was easily outboxing him for the entire first round, easily evading most of what Flores had to throw, and was executing beautifully. Then Rigondeaux pulled his head down, landed a couple shots to the body, then let go of his head, and a couple seconds after the bell, he landed a shot that put Flores down. Let me point out, Flores flopped. Flores clearly flopped, was looking for a disqualification. Just look at the delay. I mean, I don't rush to say stuff like that, but just look at the delay. He was clearly okay after the shot, realized what he might be able to get out of it by going down. He was trying to force a disqualification, and he almost got it. With that being said, I don't see how a shot after the bell can be considered legal. Intentional or not, I don't see how it can be considered legal. I just don't. I'll say this. Vic Draculich, the referee, what was he doing when the bell rung? Where was he? He should have jumped in right when the bell rung. And as for the verdict, I mean, you never know what could happen. I mean, Rigondeaux was ruled the winner by knockout, but you never know. This could get overturned to a disqualification. I personally think a no contest would be more fitting than a disqualification. That's just me. I don't think Rigondeaux heard the bell, so in that case it would be an accidental foul, I guess. And again, I don't know why Draculich was so late jumping in. That said, it was still after the bell. And if we want to get technical, like, I don't see how that's a legal shot. I like Rigondeaux. I am a bit disappointed that it had to end up like this. And I was a bit disappointed that we didn't get to see more. Like, we could have seen Rigondeaux put on a clinic, but unfortunately it came to just a bad ending. So who knows what could be next. Congratulations to Dimitri Bivol on his victory over Cedric Agnew. Congratulations to Luis Cuba Arias on his victory over Arif Magomedov. And congratulations to Andre Ward. Congratulations. And there's been talk of him. I've heard rumors. I heard Ward's trainer Virgil Hunter say that he wants to see him fight Anthony Joshua at heavyweight. If I'm Ward, I'm fighting Adonis Stevenson first. I don't know, maybe Joe Smith Jr. if he beats Sullivan Barrera. You got guys like Vozdik, Beterbiev. You got Marcus Brown coming up. I say if Ward does that, and then he beats one of those guys, and then he wants to enhance his legacy even more by going up in weight, I just might consider it if he wants to enhance his legacy even more and just go for that extra step. I mean, it's gonna be a tall task though. But at the end of the day, congrats again to Andre, son of God Ward, on his victory on Saturday night. He punished Sergey Kovalev, stopped him. Joe Box TV out.